Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo alone today. So I know I have to get to his album, but now this single has dropped with a video, and all of you have DM me about it. So I'm just gonna get to it first. It's the Champions Anthem and Revive Films. By the way, can I just say that he commented on the last video? Hey Karan, that was very sweet. So love that. And and somebody told me recently that he's not visiting Dubai, he's moved to Dubai. What? Has he moved to Dubai? Can someone tell me? Everything aside, let's just get to the song. Bachke also I have to get to. Uska unplugged bhi aa gaya. Oh my god. First of all, I think this unplugged thing that he's doing is amazing. I love it because a lot of these songs stripped back in unplugged acoustic versions are just so beautiful. They have a life of their own in that form. And I think when an album or a project drops with all these amazing tracks that have such beautiful lyrics, then unka sort of unplugged version simultaneous side B album should also drop. I'm just saying it's a suggestion. I think it should be taken seriously because वो पूरा एक separate project हो जाता है ना, and I think someone did that recently. Actually, it was one of my most streamed tracks of the year for me on my Spotify Wrapped, which I will never share publicly. But Lost Stories, I love them. They did that EP, the Marigold soundtrack, with just 3 tracks on it, right? And then they released the acoustic version of those 3 tracks, Leja, the Dori, and one more, third ka naam I'm forgetting. First of all, beautiful tracks. Jayadheer's vocals are just to die for. And I hadn't even heard the original. I had only heard the acoustic on Instagram somewhere, and then I went on Spotify and I found they re-released the tracks in the acoustic form, so it kind of formed like the deluxe edition of that EP. Freaking hell, I have looped those acoustic tracks through the year. They're in my top 5 tracks. 2 of those tracks are in my top 5 tracks of Spotify Wrapped. So I'm just saying, it's amazing if that gets done, especially for like tracks with beautiful romantic lyrics. Oh, okay. That aside, let's get to this. Chalo. Champions Anthem. 1, 2, 3, play. Ooh.
ਅਸੀਂ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਮੱਲਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਆਕੜੀ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੜਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਾਂ ਹਲੇ ਨਵੀਂ ਉਹ ਬਣਾਈ ਆ ਕਿਉਂ ਬੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਠੀ ਦੇਖੀ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਚਬਾਰੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਛੱਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਪੜ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਹਾੜੇ ਗੋਰੇ ਮੀਗੇ ਦੇਸੀ ਕਾਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਾਰੇ ਆ ਲੈ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਦਿਨਾ ਕੈਸ਼ ਕਾਊਂਟ ਨਾ ਕਰੀ ਤੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਗਿਣ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਨੋਟ ਬਾਰੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਪਿੰਡੋਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਬੜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਲਾਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਖਾਤੇ 'ਚ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਅੜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਲਾਤੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਜੱਟਾਂ ਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਏ ਤਾਂ ਅੜੀਆਂ ਪਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ 5-7 ਏਕੜ ਤਾਂ ਕੜੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਲਾਤੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਗਰਮੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਹੀ 26 ਇੰਚ ਪਾਲੇ 20-12 ਦਾ ਇੰਜਣ ਦੇਖ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਉਬਾਲੇ ਸਨ ਸੈੱਟ ਤੇ ਪੀਵਾਂਗੇ ਨੀ ਟਕੀਲਾ ਸਨਰਾਈਜ਼ ਖੜੀ 40 ਫੁੱਟ ਯਾਟ ਨੀ ਸਮੁੰਦਰ ਵਿਚਾਲੇ ਕੱਲੇ ਨੀ ਕੁਝ ਬੱਲਿਆਂ ਬੱਲੇ ਨੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਬੱਲੇ ਨੀ ਵਹਿਰੀ ਥੱਲੇ ਨੀ ਕਹਦੇ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਰੱਖੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਰੇ ਨੀ ਗਲੇ ਨੀ ਹਾਲੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਬੀਬਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੱਲੇ ਨੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਮੱਲਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਆਕੜੀ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੜਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਾਂ ਹਾਲੇ ਨਵੀਂ ਉਹ ਬਣਾਈ ਆ ਕਿਉਂ ਬੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਠੀ ਦੇਖੀ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਚਬਾਰੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਛੱਲਾਂ ਕੀਦੀ ਆ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਫਿਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਮੇਰਾ ਰੱਬ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਉਦਾਂ ਦੇਖਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਮੱਲਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਆਕੜ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੜਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਾਂ
ਤੁਰਨਾ ਮੜਕ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਸਵਾਦ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਚੁਰਤ ਨਾਲ
ਦੁੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੇ ਤੂੰ ਕੀ ਪੁੱਛੇਂਗੀ ਹਾਲਾਤ ਦੇਖੇ ਚੁੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਮਿਲੇ ਆ ਕੁੜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਭੁੱਲੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਬੀਬਾ ਉਹੀ ਲਹਿੰਗੇ ਦੇ ਦਿਵਾਲੇ ਨੀ ਮੈਂ ਪੌਣੇ 3 ਲੱਖ ਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਕੋੜ ਤੇ ਸਵਾਲੇ ਕਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਕਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਐਵੇਂ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਮਾੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਘੋੜੇ ਤਾਂ ਪੜੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਚਮਚੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਲੇ ਹੱਟੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਾਦੇ ਪੱਕੇ ਆ ਪੱਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਯਕੀਆਂ ਯਕੀਨੀ ਵੈਰੀ ਥੱਕੇ ਆ ਥੱਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਬੋਲੂ ਸੰਗੂ ਦੱਸ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਮੰਗੂ ਦੱਸ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਲੰਗੂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨੱਕੇ ਆ ਨੱਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਮੱਲਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਆਕੜੀ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੜਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਾ ਹਲੇ ਨਵੀਂ ਬਣਾਈ ਆ ਕਿਉਂ ਬੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਠੀ ਦੇਖੀ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਚਬਾਰੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਥੱਲਾਂ ਕਿਨੂੰ ਕੀਦੀ ਆ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਫਿਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਮੇਰਾ ਰੱਬ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਦਾਂ ਦੇਖਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਮੱਲਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਆ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਲੋਕੀ ਆਕੜ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੜਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲਾਂ
Ah, oh man. Okay, hold on. This one was a roller coaster. I am just gonna say it. Initially, I was not feeling it. I was not, but then, what? Okay, let me just control myself and collect my thoughts. Um, so again, whatever I reacted to till now from the recent stuff, this is in a completely different vibe from all of that, which is why I keep saying that this man is an industry on his own. He is. And he's just showing me that with every track that I get to. So that is one. Icky has really like, yeah, gone to a very different space with this. And I was so happy. I was so, that that kept happening was very like, yeah, anthemic. It needed that sort of, it almost felt like, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, almost martial, it felt like it's a martial track. I don't know if you're getting what I mean. Like, it's like a, armed forces ka track, that kind of feeling was coming. Um, so very nicely the groundwork was done. And then that bit in the middle where the music changed, and my heart sort of skipped a beat there because I was like, oh, even though it was too short for my liking, it was still good enough because we're not seeing music interludes enough in songs today, and it pisses me off. But it is what it is. It's a streaming world we live in. Um, but at least the instruments and the musicians got their moment there in the middle. So I love that section. Very nicely used to switch the vibe. And so because and I'll tell you why I'm saying that initially I wasn't feeling the track so much because I'm not a Punjabi speaker, so I don't get every line and the meaning of every line that he's saying. I try to get the context of what he's saying, and of course, the words I'm familiar with and all of that. So I feel like sometimes I get 50%, sometimes I get more than 50%. But in this thing, I could tell from the intensity of the music and his voice and everything, and of course the visuals and all the stuff he's showing in that first half, that he's talking about, how he's made it and what all he has. If there was more to it, then please tell me in the comments. So that happened. And honestly, the reason I wasn't like feeling it because I felt like, okay, I'm not getting every line ka meaning. And the visuals are telling me that, it's all about the brands and the cars and the expensive watches and the things and all of that. And that's not stuff that I personally buy into or love. So I'm like, haan, theek hai, jo bhi hai, that. But I feel like the lyrics there were powerful, and he was saying a lot of things that are very sort of um, rising beyond that stuff. So that happened. The music switch completely got me like took me by surprise and got me even more hooked. Um and the entire end section, okay, it is the most replayed part also. Starts at 2 minutes 28 seconds right till the end. So that section is clearly being liked by everyone. And then there was this like deep intensity in his delivery that I just was so surprised by towards the end. And that's where I felt like he is saying a lot of real thing. I understood a lot more of the second half in terms of the lyrics. He's saying a lot of like hard hitting real stuff, like dropping truth bombs after truth bombs in every line. So I love that section. And it was just his delivery and the impact the music was making. I loved it. I loved it. It ended on a super high for me because I was like, damn, this is the track I will listen to just pick myself up on those days when I need it, right? And can I also say that, and this is just as a video thing, I I won't say I hate it because sometimes it looks good, but I don't feel the impact of an artist's like visual presence when they're wearing sunglasses. I just don't feel it because I feel like when you really want to make a point and you really like um want the world to, get what you mean, you got to show your eyes. And I have to say, if you see the scenes where his eyes are showing, and especially in the second half when he's looking at the camera, he's got this very intense look in his eyes through that entire section of the video, and I freaking loved it. I was almost getting goosebumps. And there was this one part where he's just giving a side look to the camera and he's doing this. So intense his eyes were looking. So I was like, क्यों sunglasses क्यों पहन रहे हो? इतना अच्छा तो you're emoting with your eyes. So I wish artists, kept that in mind in their videos. I just like it so much more when they show their eyes. And then yeah, that whole zooming into it is like pendant, this picture of his parent, everything, just so impactful and so like powerful, I will just say. Yeah, so for me the second half was where it really, you know, hit the spot. But yeah, I have to say, the way it's been shot, it kind of looks like an old film, right? I like that effect. Video revive films. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. I just really like the way it was, the old vintage filter sort of thing that was used. And well, I'm not a big fan of like the cars and the things. I must say that black car, the Mercedes, I think was so sweet. Nice. Um, And the dog, the black dog, I really liked it. Very cute. I think pit bulls just, they try to look ferocious, but they're actually like big babies. I like them. Okay, very nice. Very nice. What should I get to next? यहाँ पे बच के आ रहा है. Unplugged version. So tell me how you guys want me to go about this. Do you want me to do the album in one session with the unplugged tracks that he's been dropping? Or do I just do track wise and whichever track has an unplugged version, I just cover both the versions in a single video? Like, how do you want this to happen? Just drop me a comment. Please give me your suggestion. It really helps because right now I have too many things on my plate and too many projects to cover as well. I'm just going mad and I can't sit and record every day. So it's driving me nuts how much stuff there is pending on my list. So, ठीक है, let me know. Let me know what you thought of this track. And if anyone has the lyrics ka translation anywhere, please send them to me because I can tell it's a very powerful track and I would really like to know the meaning of every line. So, in fact, I think if the artist team can only do that when they upload the tracks, that would be nice. Just pin it in the description. Yeah, but let me know. Okay, chalo, I'm there on Instagram and Twitter. Do support the channel. Take care of you. Live long and prosper.
ਮੇਰਾ ਰੱਬ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਦਾਂ ਦੇਖਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੱਲਾ ਸੀ